What's going on, YouTube and Vapeland? My name is Zero, coming at you with a quality liquid review. Today I got a very pleasant special present for you guys today. First off, it's my very first e-liquid review over video. I have recently started accumulating a small amount of different hardwares and different e-liquids and atomizers and tanks and all that stuff, and I've always wanted to do an actual YouTube channel directly related to any reviews that I've done, and now I have that ability of being able to do so. So yay! I'm really excited to get a hold of this community. It's a very tight-knit, very close community, and again, I'm super excited to bring you guys quality reviews amongst all my other predecessors and other reviewists and hobbyists. Anyway, let's get down to it. Today, I am reviewing Phillip Rocke's Honey Cream from Phillip Rocke's Grand Reserve. I was originally brought on to Phillip Rocke when I was looking at reviews, much like everyone else, on his Gemini line. And obviously, if you know anything about the Gemini line, you know that standing at the forefront of that line is Enter the Dragon. I mean, there's many others, and he's continuously on a regular introducing new flavors and new liquids. But first and foremost, if you hear Gemini line, it's always Enter the Dragon that comes to mind. I actually did a written review of my thoughts and opinions on Enter the Dragon on my website, which the link is listed below in the comments. I've been a big fan of Phillip Rocke for a long time. I feel like he is spot on with his flavor profiles. I feel like his descriptions aren't deceptive. Very creative artwork with his bottles, very great packaging. It speaks to the quality that he gives out on a regular basis regarding his e-liquids. I feel that when you speak of a premium e-liquid, Phillip Rocke is the top of that list. Obviously, one could think that I'm a Phillip Rocke fanboy, which is true to some extent, but not the 100% truth. I have very many other brands and liquids that I speak very highly of and that I recommend to my friends. But Phillip Rocke is always a mention inside those conversations. So, but I digress. Again, we today are sitting down to review Phillip Rocke's Honey Cream from Phillip Rocke's Grand Reserve, and let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, we got a real nice packaging, real nice artwork. It comes in obviously 16 ml bottles. It is a 80/20 PG/VG, which provides a very thick cloud. It also amplifies the flavor profiles, which in this particular e-liquid is pretty, I wouldn't say complex, but it definitely has some different flavors going on depending on your palate. I was able to go ahead and procure this juice from myvaporstore.com, which offers it in a variety of different nic strengths. 6, 3, and 0 milligram nic strengths are available. This awesome, lovely bottle can be purchased at $26.99, plus obviously shipping and handling. My Vapor Store also offers discounts on this particular brand and bottle. At anything more than 2 is $21.99, so you get about a $5 discount off of that, so that's always nice. I will also be in the near future doing some online commerce shopping reviews on different sites that I go to purchase my hardware and my e-liquids. So definitely stay tuned and look out for those. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So my initial impressions on this juice is the flavor profile is honey cream, and obviously those that are familiar with his original Grand Reserve, it has Arabica coffee in it, hazelnut and cream, which is the original Grand Reserve. This one has obviously honey associated with it. I'm not a big fan of coffee vapes. I love coffee in real life. I'll drink it all day long, but I'm not a big fan of it because they tend to be overpowering. They have that very, very dark, beyond amber look when you look at the actual liquid, which can cause issues with staining tanks. It's real hard to swap out, and it's real hard to swap out between different flavors. I wouldn't recommend swapping it back and forth between flavors on this. Always make sure you get fresh cotton in there because of the coffee. But again, people tend to make coffee just overpowering, so much to the point that it's just not good. It takes away from all the other notes. So the hazelnuts, the Irish creams. It takes away from all the other awesome flavors that are inside of it that sound really good, and you just end up getting that coffee taste. I was very pleasantly surprised that wasn't the case with this. Phillip Rocke again knocked it out of the park. If you don't know a whole lot about Phillip Rocke, aside from the fact that of his juice lines, understand that he had street cred way before e-vapor and e-liquids. He was and still is a very successful mixologist when it comes to liqueurs and the alcohol industry. He's created some of the best flavor profiles with like chocolate liqueurs, fruity liqueurs, stuff along those lines. So he made his bones long before he even started liquids, which you can attribute to what you vape. It is quality, quality, quality all the way through from start to finish. This in particular, I was hesitant because of the Arabica coffee. And I was very pleasantly surprised when I first, and I've been vaping on this for probably just shy of a week. I was very pleasantly surprised how not overpowering it was. I was actually very surprised and very grateful that it wasn't the star of the show. The main notes that you want to get out of this juice. By the way, I'm vaping this on the Revenant Cartel. I'm sorry, I apologize. The Revenant by Cartel, which I will be doing a written hardware review on that, as right now my equipment setup doesn't really allow me to be able to do in-depth breakdowns. Working on it, we'll get there, rest assured. But and I'm also vaping it on my brand new Dead Rabbit that I will be doing an actual review on here relatively soon. So definitely look out for that as well in the near future. I apologize if the audio quality is kind of bleh. I have some equipment coming in here probably in the next week or so that should help up my audio game, if it were. Moving forward, we should have a lot more crisp, clear quality when it comes to any of my reviews. So anyway, first thing you want to note when you take a hit off of this is you get that you get that very pleasant, sweet honey flavor, and it's not like overly sweet. It's very complementary to everything else. You most certainly get the coffee flavor in the background, which is very, very nice. But that very first hit, that very first taste, you get that sweet California honey. Um, and it's that raw California honey that you get, not the processed, not the fake flavor, not any of that stuff. It tastes like quite literally you cracked open a beehive and grabbed some honey out of it. Um, on the back end, you get all that other amazing medley of cream and coffee. It's definitely a very pleasant and aromatic vape from beginning to end. Um, One thing that many people have asked or have commented on, my friends, colleagues, and coworkers, is it smells like I'm vaping butterscotch. Um, Aromatically, yes, it smells a lot like butterscotch, and I believe that has to do with his aging process. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe he ages it inside of oak barrels or bourbon barrels, to kind of give it that nice little bite. And obviously, if you get things like honey, caramels, stuff along those lines, that they tend to go the way of butterscotch when you have those aging processes, whether it's a whiskey or anything along those lines, because of the type of ingredients that go into it and the process and the aging. Um, Hands down, this is probably one of the most rich liquids that I've done. I typically stay in my comfort zone when it comes to flavors. I'm a fruity guy. I like the fruits, the peaches, the strawberries, the blueberries, the raspberries. I typically don't venture too far out from those. So it was a very big leap of faith that I even purchased this. And again, the majority of the stuff that I receive, if not all of it, has all been purchased by me. It doesn't sway my opinions. It won't affect those. Yeah, obviously, I paid for it. If I'm out the money, I'm out the money. If it tastes like crap, it tastes like crap. And I felt good with venturing outside of my comfort zone when it came to Phillip Rocke, because he's never upset me in the past. Again, I can't. I mean, I obviously sound like a fanboy, and that's okay, but ultimately, I truly, truly enjoy it, and I think anyone that is a fan or a liker of coffee, not even necessarily strong coffee, just an espresso or something to that effect. I think you'll truly enjoy this juice. I know I have personally, and I will continue to go ahead and probably vape this entire bottle, and without changing out, which is hard for me to do because of I eventually get that vapor's tongue, where it just tastes like vapor, which I thankfully haven't had too much of a problem with Phillip Rocke's juices. Um, yeah, I digress. It's a very fantastic e-liquid, thick, milky clouds, as you can see. Definitely linger. Um, the throat hit, very minimal. It's very, very smooth, very, very, very light. It's hardly noticeable, and I'm vaping it at 6 milligrams. Um, my friends that I typically, hey, try this out. They typically vape anywhere between 0 to 3, and they didn't notice hardly any change when they took a vape from this. Um, It's, again, it really truly is that good. Um, I will be purchasing more of this, and this will probably go into my standard rotation. Anytime that I need a creamy vape when I'm done with, the sweet fruit vapes that I typically vape on a regular basis. Um, Again, and at the price point of $26.99 for quality, it's not bad, not bad at all. You definitely get what you're paying for. And again, I would recommend this to anyone that would like, a coffee flavor, or any sort of honey or cream, to just kind of break up the regular rotation, the monotony. Again, like I said, you can purchase this at myvaporstore.com. Again, the link will be listed down in the below in the comments. Price point $26.99, 6, 3, and 0 Nick strength, 80/20 PGVG blend. And I may have gotten that wrong. It might be VGPG, but I unfortunately I don't have those information right in front of me, readily available. So I'll correct that down in the comments as well. Again, thank you very much for joining me for my very first review. I've definitely been a pleasure. I've definitely enjoyed it. If you liked it, please don't hesitate to go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button. I will definitely be uploading more videos in the future. I thank you very much for being with me today, and you have a wonderful day.